Welcome back with another banger. It's the React Files. Let's get straight to it.
Now I'm sitting here just looking like this because have y'all seen the back to school commercials for the kids?
My mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
These colorful binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I needed for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
These scissors really come in handy in art class. These colored pencils too.
These new socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
Who was given the okay to approve that commercial? Shout out to Antoinette Green. Bro, that's crazy. To be honest, it looked like it was AI generated. I don't think you get any kid to film something like that. I hope it wasn't real. Still, the messaging, very eerie.
A car lost control and crashed into a Fayetteville church at high speed. But what was that strange noise at the end?
I had to share this video with you guys tonight. It couldn't wait. This is actually coming from a woman named Lizzie. This is her Ring camera footage that she captured on the night of August 11th, 2025. And it is probably one of the wildest, craziest glitches I've ever seen. And we're actually seeing it in real time. Now, these missionaries come to her house about 8:41 at night. She doesn't answer the door, speaks to them through Ring, but this is when it gets really creepy, other than the fact that two women are showing up in the middle of the night who are saying that they're missionaries. You can see in the first camera footage, their dresses are pink and it's a certain style. Pay attention to the style of the dress. As they walk to the porch, the whole dress completely changes. The style, everything, the color, everything. This is not a trick of lighting. Their whole dresses completely changed. What is going on here? Take a look at these next two videos, comment below and tell me what you think.
It is freaking creepy. 8:41, somebody knocks on the door, and then, hold on. Check out their outfits.
They're wearing two different dresses from what they were wearing.
Is nothing compared to what they were wearing.
And we saw them. They had polka dots. They had the dresses from
go back to the other one.
We literally just saw them and they were wearing...
And like, go fast forward, like it changes color. Watch, go fast
right
forward.
As soon as they get over there out of our porch.
What the heck is this? Is this at 8:41?
Look, they
said they were missionary, you know.
But missionaries don't come at 9 p.m. though. That's
I asked them, you know, that, you know, it's late, and they left. And he said, I'm sorry, not trying to be rude.
That's creepy.
Check out their outfits.
They're wearing two different dresses from what they were wearing.
Is nothing compared to what they were wearing.
And we saw them. They had polka dots. They had the dresses.
Now that was creepy. That's crazy. Shout outs to the paranormal chick. And she caught a good one right here. This right here is unexplainable.
What's going on with Trader Joe's, guys? Trader Joe's has fake food. Trader Joe's has more recalls than any other market has in the past 2 years. Trader Joe's falafel had a recall for having rocks in it. So Trader Joe's, a lot of people don't know this. They actually have their own in-house manufacturing. If you look at the labels, it says, oh, Trader Joe's brand. And so this is how they have recalls, because there's certain videos going around to where certain certain foods that they have at their markets don't biodegrade at all, like a McDonald's burger, to where there's a lady who had a McDonald's capsule where she bought burger, fries, she puts it in capsule, 20 years later, still there.
I saw that.
She had the old wrapping and everything. It doesn't biodegrade. So that's not food. So I think Trader Joe's, we need some answers.
I've been sent 2 pieces of interesting footage featuring metallic spheres, UFOs flying through mountains and volcanic ranges, right? So this one comes from the Quindio Mountains in Colombia, of a strange metallic sphere gliding through the mountain range. Now, the Quindio Mountains, one thing to take note of, they are quartz rich in nature. They have much quartzite and volcanic rocks as well. And this object just is gliding through, minding its own business, mate. No real explanation to what it's doing. Apparently this was just floating and flying around and then vanished off. Very strange. And this next piece of footage in a moment I'm going to show you from Chile features a metallic sphere flying around, and then it fires almost like some sort of energy pulse, right? But again here, it's like phasing in and out almost. Look at this close up. Now, if I've seen a metallic sphere, this would be it. It's glinting. It has like a shadow underneath. It kind of looks bugosphere in nature, mate. Like, what do you guys think? Now, we're going to move on to the sighting in Chile, bruv, right? Check this one out. So, it's kind of hard to see the start of this footage. The metallic sphere is actually gliding around this sort of water area down the bottom here, right? Then it kind of flies around and it ends up back at the top of the volcano. This is in Chile from the Antuco volcano range, right? Look at this. There it is in the distance. I'll zoom in for you as well in a minute. It seems to fire off some sort of pulse-like thing which looks like it crashes into the floor. It phases out and then leaves this residue behind. It's glinting, it's glowing, and it's reflecting some sunlight, which makes it look metallic. It is hella strange, mate. Look, here we go again. Look, it fires some sort of pulse out, and then it kind of just like impacts the ground. Now, this weird sort of residue, whatever this is, dust, object, hangs around for a little while, and then it kind of vanishes off after. It's, I don't know. And if it goes... For people that are watching this, you know that Chile, Colombia as well, just have lots of strange stuff going on. More so metallic type objects floating around, just being very anomalous. What do you guys think, mate? Let me know down below. This is kind of crazy.
I was definitely getting bugosphere vibes. Shout out to Interstellar Discussion. But the second one, the way it was phasing out, I can't put my finger on it. Kind of looked like it was duplicating itself, or almost phasing in and out of reality. Strange times.
In the movie Weapons, I think there was a whole underlying message too about witchcraft being used, especially by the elites. So check this out.
Okay.
So in the movie, the witch, the reason she even came to the town is because she was dying. She was already getting too old and she was losing her powers.
That's why she wears the makeup.
Yeah, that's why she was wearing makeup, literally dying. She even said it to the kid, I'm weak and I'm getting old, but maybe you can help me.
Powers.
Maybe your friends can help me.
Yes.
So what she did, she ended up cursing all of those kids so that she can use the kids' power herself up.
Crazy.
Now, what does this sound like? All the conspiracies about the elite drinking blood, using youth for power. She has probably lived however many years because she can live forever as a witch doing this witchcraft and blood magic. With the adrenochrome theories, with the blood, there's so much symbolism. The tree that she uses to do her witchcraft.
With the hair?
Yeah, with the hair. She would prick her finger, blood sacrifice, and then put it onto the branch of that tree.
Yeah. Hair really holds like a very spiritual significance in like the whole witchcraft thing.
Like you're in a studio, maybe in Omaha, Nebraska or something. The shot is so clear. Is this a hoax? Are you really in space still?
See the hair? See the hair?
Oh yeah, we see your hair, and we can totally see the hairspray that is quite obviously in your hair. But that's not even the worst part of this video. Now keep your eyes right here. He obviously pulls on something, a wire harness, something. And then there's this guy who's handling something invisible and then putting it on the shelf where it's obviously supposed to go. And then we have this guy here. It's the incredible disappearing astronaut. What just happened there? Now, this astronaut is looking like he's trying to demonstrate something, so he goes to pull out a screw and drops it. And here we have Tom Cruise in the first Mission Impossible movie wearing a harness. Oh no, it's just an astronaut wearing a harness. Check this one out. This dude totally gets his leg stuck. Look right there. Here, I had to show it again. Look at that. Now, we all know that they do actually train astronauts underwater to mimic what it's like to be in outer space. But in this next footage here, it's supposed to be a spacewalk, when you can clearly see in the reflection what looks to be a scuba diver taking the video.
Caught red-handed, the reflection in the visor. What about the dude with the harness on his back, exposed by his shirt? Or the dude doing flips who just disappeared? Shout out to Did You Know That 123. Believe it or not, some people will still argue that this stuff is real. More power to them.
This YouTuber is claiming that Roblox has banned all his accounts and even sent him a cease and desist letter for exposing predators on their platform. Shep has over 700,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he primarily makes videos about exposing predators in the Roblox community. In fact, he says that his work has led to 6 arrests in real life. So with that in mind, I don't think he was expecting Roblox to react like this. In the legal letter, they said that he was engaging in unauthorized and harmful activities on the platform, that he exposed users to increased risk, and violated the game's policies. Now, Shep was outraged because Roblox has long been accused of not doing enough to stop predators using their platform, which is partly why vigilantes like Shep have started taking action of their own. In fact, Shep said that he himself was groomed on the platform when he was a child. So for the company to end up threatening him with legal action, it's got a lot of people real angry. They said, while Roblox acknowledges that your stated intentions may be to protect children, your methods, including failing to immediately report suspicious activity to Roblox through proper channels, are actively interfering with Roblox's established safety protocols and critically are exposing Roblox users to increased risk. Now, Shep has responded, insisting that he has reported through proper channels many times before without success, saying, "We send you everything." Now, the backlash to this has been pretty intense. A lot of the gaming community have sided with Shep, leading to a Roblox mass unfollowing movement trending, and even with users going after the CEO personally. However, some have sided with Roblox, saying you can't just go out and fight crime if you feel like the police aren't doing enough, and that this should be left to the people who are trained to do so. So, what do you guys think? Is it fair that Shep got banned, or should he be allowed back on the platform to continue his good work?
I think he needs to continue the good work. Shout out to Dylan Paige. Shout out to Shep. The fact that it was actual people who got arrested is all the evidence they need.
Kidding me? No, put your hands behind your back right now.
Watch the moment a Powerball winner kicked a cop in the face a day after winning a $167.3 million jackpot.
Sorry, man. Save your sorry for later.
On April 29th, 50-year-old James Farthing won the $167.3 million jackpot and went out with his girlfriend to celebrate. However, things took a drastic turn when James allegedly got into a heated altercation with another guest.
Kidding me? No, get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back right now. Put your hands behind your back and get against the wall!
Suddenly, the jackpot winner tried to kick the unnamed man in the face, only to strike a deputy.
Against the wall! Who else? The female. Here's the point.
That's the only one?
No, I have one on the ground there. You see I have him, and you walk up and you kick him and you hit me in the face. I'm sorry, man. Save your sorry for later.
He was charged with resisting an officer without violence, battery on a law enforcement officer, and parole violation.
Let me tell y'all a true story, Beast. Boom, watch this video to the end. Check your fruits. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
Y'all remember when they said at one time it was somebody going around sticking needles in bananas?
No.
With their blood in it, bro?
Come on.
Don't this look like a red spot? Or am I tripping? I know I ain't tripping.
Shut up! You definitely tripping because that's not true at all. Come on.
That's what I said. Like
what?
Jelly, like.
What the?
Shut up! I seen something like that.
I mean, it's called a watermelon for a reason. That's why water's supposed to come out of it. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. And that lady talking about that banana, she don't know what she was talking about. And the best thing for her to do is just throw that banana out and get another one. Sir, you better start checking what you eat, because you never know. Don't you say it. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. And guess what? I don't know what to do now. I'm trying to stop eating all the other stuff. Started eating fruits and vegetables. But now we gotta thoroughly check that too. Shh, don't you say it. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. And I guess what? You guys better start growing that shit. You wanna go to the store? You wanna get a deal? Yeah, you don't got time to grow it. You're busy. You gotta go to work in the Matrix. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. And you better check every single fruit and vegetable and food that you eat. No, I'm just playing around, guys. Everything is good to go. I checked it already. But I'll tell you one thing. If I ever open up a banana and I see a red dot in it, I'm just gonna throw it out. That's it.
It reminds me of how they was poking people in the streets in Europe. So when I seen the red dot, I was like, oh man, everything getting poked up with needles. Definitely gotta check your food. Cause that watermelon looked insane. Like it had red meat in the middle. Like it was raw. Like, oh man. Shout out to True Story 718.
Because I saw dolphins in the back of me. So I'm trying to look through my photos, right? And I see that I know that's a dolphin because I saw them behind me. There's me. And then I look over to the side because I'm trying to see the dolphin, and I'm like, what in the hell is that? Like, seriously, what in the hell? The hell is in the water next to me as I know there's a dolphin right there. Dolphin, mermaid.
This never happened, and I can guarantee you've not seen this before. The movie Home Alone, millions of people swear that this one scene happened. There's a scene where Marv and Harry are driving past a church and looking in. Marv then says, "This place gives me the creeps, we all remember that." But it never happened. Millions, and I mean genuinely millions of people remember a movie called Shazam. Not the popular superhero movie that came out recently. I'm talking about an OG movie from the 80s called Shazam that featured Sinbad. But of course, again, this movie never existed. The most famous one, you've probably all seen, the emojis that didn't exist. Lots of people claiming that the robber emoji existed, but it never did, even though some people still claim that they actually do have it on their phone. Everybody, and I mean everybody, remembers in the Disney intros Tinkerbell dotting the I's, one of the most iconic things. But no, didn't happen. Of course it didn't. This is genuinely really weird. But apparently a lot of people thought that New Zealand was located northeast off of Australia, and had always thought that that is exactly where it was on a world map. And of course, in the movie E.T., E.T. never said E.T. phone home. He actually said E.T. home phone, which again, people have been absolutely baffled over the fact that that genuinely happened.
So I'm not sure about Home Alone in New Zealand, but I remember Shazam, I remember the robbery emoji, I definitely remember Tinkerbell dotting the I. 2, how are we looking at the footage? He's using it in the background. I'm starting to think the Mandela effect is a psyop. Either that or CERN is kicking in. What timeline are you from? Let me know in the comments down below. Either way, if you're enjoying this content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep it moving.
This is everything that just happened on the news today, but I'm gonna simplify it for you in 60 seconds. Moms all over social media are now boycotting the #1 new kids horror movie that's called Sketch. Moms are saying that the movie is absolutely demonic and they pulled their family out within 10 minutes. This movie is actually about a young girl's sketchbook that fell into a mysterious pond, and the water in the pond made all of her drawings come to life. If you go look up the trailer to this movie, it actually looks really good, and it has a 97% score on Rotten Tomatoes, so moms, okay. This scientist is just casually coming out and now saying that he has officially solved the Bermuda Triangle. He's saying that the disappearances within the Bermuda Triangle are actually no more frequent than literally anywhere else on the planet, and he's blaming bad weather, strong currents, and human error. They're saying that British residents are now being urged to keep their windows shut for the next 4 weeks because false widow spiders are preparing for their annual breeding season. Can you imagine being warned to close your own home's windows because the spiders are that bad? If you haven't heard about this yet, TikTok is now reportedly beginning to roll out age verification. So US users are now reporting that TikTok is asking for a credit card or identification cards, which is like a government ID, and selfies to verify that you're over 13. I give you these news roundups every day, so make sure you add me and come back to me tomorrow.
Larry, you're in the shot, Larry. Can you please do... No, don't put your coffee down. Would they buy that it's space coffee? Can you use a space coaster or something? You guys, this is amazing. They have found life on Mars. I am not even kidding. Legit life on Mars. Look. A fly. A fly on Mars. Can we send more there? So this astronaut's wire completely malfunctions, and they quickly cut away before anything bad happens. I'll show it again. Whoopsies. So if these are fake, and again, this is just for entertainment purposes only, someone missed a reflection in the edit.
So my question is, how can you operate a lid on the outside of the space station by manipulating something mechanical on the inside of the space station without losing air pressure?
It's called real good engineering.
So a tortilla? A massive tortilla? Let me know when he figures it out. So this one is uniquely interesting. The man upside down looks to be a little stuck, and if you notice, can't point as far as that, but look at his shirt. And it happens right when this guy presses a button on the wall. And then when the other guy goes by, he seems to release something behind him. Guys, that is so awesome about the space shuttle launch. It's great. But has anyone seen my pet rat anywhere? His name's Hugh Jackman. No? Now they're using something that's attached to a cord, and it gets stuck on something behind her. I mean, if it was a line, it'd be hard to maneuver it, but what is it getting stuck on?
It feels like these wires got green tape around them or something to help with that CGI. Shout out to Did You Know That 123. That's crazy. Dude just drinking coffee right there. And he was coughing. My question is, why are they trying so hard to deceive us?
Homer Simpson works as a technician. Every time this opens up, he's holding this glowing rod. They put this right in our face, and we didn't figure it out until now. So what is this? Why did they force us to watch this idiot fumble around with this quote-unquote dangerous nuclear device every single time on this show? And I tell y'all all the time, they love playing in our face. But as you know, yeah, I got their ass now. I got their ass now. You see that symbol in the background? You think they just so happen to put that in there? There it is again. They always have to tell you whether or not you pick it up. Let's go. Okay, we're going to read this because as I read this, you're going to start to understand that we are very, very far away from where we're supposed to be. Okay? Do you want a small lump of fuel which will heat your home for thousands of years, requiring absolutely no attention or replenishing? Fires go out. Hot water cools. Ice melts, but a gram of radium keeps constantly from 8 to 10 degrees hotter than its surroundings. A small thimbleful of radium generates in 26 days enough heat to raise a pint of water from freezing to boiling. In winter, the average 6-room furnace heated home requires 2 tons of coal per month. I want y'all to keep that in mind, because when I start to show y'all these stoves, I want you to keep the calculation that it's gonna take you 2 fucking tons of it to heat your home. So in winter, the average home needs 2 tons of coal per month. Meanwhile, 1 cubic foot of radium would take the place of this amount of coal, and centuries would pass before. This is for everybody that loves coming on my videos, because I know I got a lot of haters out there. They hate when I speak the truth. And so, you got those people that got to go, hey man, I just really don't understand why they would do that. Prophet. profit. Think about this for a second. If a thimbleful, in case anybody doesn't know what a thimble is what goes on your thumb so that you don't prick yourself when you're sewing and stuff like that. And a thimble would be about here. So we're talking about this tiny little bit amount right here, my thumb, worth of radium. Heats a home for 26 days. A whole entire foot. Look at what it says right there. Centuries would pass before the rate of heating diminished appreciably. In 1,000 years, this fireless stove, pause, because y'all forgot. You're too busy drinking beer, trying to escape the fact that you were fucking brainwashed and wiped clean. So what do? We go out into the world and we're gonna go out, we're gonna go out, do this, we're gonna go and distract ourselves from the fact that we got fucking wiped. That's why I'm here. We're gonna fucking remember when we're in it. I'm not going nowhere. Now, fireless stove. Everybody say it with me. Fireless. There is no fire. I'm stuck in a primitive state because my mind has been wiped. They stole nuclear fission and they gave me fire. In 1,000 years, this fireless stove would give the heat equivalent of 20,000 tons of coal. Let's keep cooking. Not only would the stove require no attention for centuries, hold on. Not only would the stove keep going for centuries. Not only would the stove keep going for centuries. Not only would the stove keep going for centuries. Let's go one step further. This was made in 1880 or 1870. You're looking at it, right? Well, what is it made out of? It's not stainless steel. Stainless steel wasn't invented until 1913. Yeah, we're about 45 years away from that. Even if it was invented in 1913, you can't perfect the molding and do all that to create a stove for at least another 5-10 years. What the fuck is that? What is that? It's not stainless steel. It's not tin. Looks like silver to me. Even tarnish is the same. Who the fuck would make this beautifully constructed thing? Oh, let's keep going. Just to put wood in it. Wood? Where's the exhaust? And don't tell me, oh man, you're supposed to punch a hole through the... I'll slap somebody. Primitive human beings. Look what they're doing. This is what happens when you're wiped clean and you don't know any better. Oh, you think... Look at this. Does this look like somebody designed this so that you can... Look at that. Does this look like it was designed to burn wood? I mean, look, come on, people. Because this is what we was doing in the 1800s. We had a forge somewhere and somebody was just, forging Tartarian fucking stuff. Look at these stoves. Just use half of your common sense. Please. The goddamn stove looks like fucking R2-D2. Does it not? The damn thing looks like it's alive. Looks sentient. Wood burning? Wood burning? Man, if y'all don't... Man, get the... Look at this motherfucker. Y'all forgot. Let's go back to our studies. Not only would the stove require no attention for centuries, but there are no known methods by which its activity could be altered or regulated. We can hammer the radium into powder, cover it with lead, dissolve it in acid, heat it, freeze it, melt it, but none of these operations interferes in the slightest degree with its activity. What did they just tell you? They just told you you leave it outside, freeze it. You cool. Burn it. Still gonna function. Get it wet. Still gonna function. Crush it to a powder. Still gonna function. It is, in the present state of our knowledge, as far beyond our control as the planets revolving in the heavens. So why am I telling you about this? Why didn't our grandparents tell us about this radium? Why don't we know? Did you not hear what I just said about this substance? It lasts us for thousands of years, thousands of centuries. We were using it before. There was no reason to get rid of it. Yes, it gave off alpha, gamma, and beta radiation, all of which we absorbed no problem. So if the radium was there, and someone with melanin had absolutely no problem with the radium, who the fuck came along, saw the radium, and was like, yo, man, this is fucking me up, I gotta get rid of it? Go ahead, y'all can answer that yourselves. Because the radium did not affect the melanin. Melanin can process the radium, but if you ain't got the melanin, then you can't really, with the radium. Gotta get rid of it. But I know for a fucking fact, they showed us this for a reason. Plain in your face. You know me, I just asked the right question. Radium itself, doesn't it? Oh, the next one can do green glow. So the real question is, how do we forget? Why am I telling you this right now? Why don't we have stories about it? Why don't our grandparents, great-great-grandparents complain about it? Oh man, this stupid wood, man, I wish we had radium. Like, we have heard no stories about this. Why? I'll tell you why. They wiped them clean. I really feel like this is exactly how they did it. Okay, everybody, gather round. Sorry. Okay, the building behind me, we found it, built it, along with the subways. The city you're looking at is actually welfare, and we're gonna tear that down in a few months. And if for any reason you're feeling cold, burn wood.
Now that was very interesting. Radium. I never thought to question it, nor have I ever seen those type of wood-burning stoves. Bro just discovered the greatest Simpson Easter egg of all time, right in our faces the whole time. Shoutouts to Piper Miller 31.
People are already saying as many as 6 people have died in Tennessee so far. I'm just wondering how much longer we can live in these conditions and keep claiming that it's normal. Sorry for the quality of this video, and up at the top left you see a storm that's heading to New Jersey and New York right now, which may cause flooding again, which would be the 3rd time it flooded this year. This right here, I believe, is Tennessee. The last clip you saw with the really fast rushing water, I don't think that was. There's a lot of people out there on social media that will take old scenarios and try to throw them in new situations for views. By the way, have you seen the fire outlook going on in Europe right now? Sorry, the current wildfire situations, ongoing fires right now. Is this not odd to anybody? All of Greece burning down, all of Spain burning down, all of Turkey burning down. It's absolutely unreal. We have hundreds of thousands of acres in the United States that are still burning. Just one of them alone is 120,000 acres. It's like someone just flipped a switch and literally put hell on earth, because that's exactly what this looks like in a whole bunch of scenes right now all across Europe and the Middle East. I'm going to keep covering this stuff till people are aware it's going on, because I see from my comments, people aren't aware.
My condolences to the families of the victims who lost their lives in the Tennessee floods. Shout out to Tennessee. It's crazy when you look on that map of Europe and see everything that's on fire. Prayers going out to Europe. This weather is out of control.
These zombie, Frankenstein, The Last of Us looking rabbits are popping up all over Colorado, and experts are warning people to stay away. A bizarre virus is turning these cute bunnies into horned creatures with black tentacles sprouting from their faces. Scientists say it's caused by the cottontail rabbit papillomavirus, or CRPV. It's a virus that makes wart-like tumors grow on rabbits' faces and heads. The virus spreads mainly through insects like fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes. They bite one infected rabbit and then pass the virus to another. Good news is it doesn't spread to humans or pets, but for rabbits it can be serious if the growths block their eyes or mouth, making it hard to see or eat. Colorado Parks and Wildlife urges people not to touch or feed the infected rabbits. Even though the virus isn't a threat to humans, it could make things worse.
Wolf Creek Pass. You can see the enormous object in the sky, planetary-like system object. You can also see over here that there is some kind of enormous structure in the sky. This is the FAA Wolf Creek Pass. You see it? If you look up close, You can see that there looks like there's ships right there, 2 black ships. They probably came out of this great big massive thing. FAA product. This, and these ships.
First, I thought it was just a flare in the lens, like a biosphere of orbs or something, or it could be a reflection of some water. But the mothership and those other ships, it's like, yo, what am I looking at? And what's really going on here? This is getting out of hand. Shout out to Light Warrior 555.
If you or anyone you know uses Gmail, which is probably going to be every single one of you, you need to make sure you watch this because Google just put out a new warning for 2.5 billion users. Here's what happened and how you can protect yourself. Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm a cybersecurity and data protection expert, and I want to help you protect yourself with Google. Let's go. So the latest round of attacks was from scammers who are impersonating Google in attempts to initiate an account password reset to take over your email inbox. AKA, the victims receive a phone call from someone claiming to be from Google support. The scammer then advises that a password reset is required, but really it's a scammer all along. Now, this is one of the oldest tricks in the scammer playbook, but apparently it's happening a lot more frequently for Gmail users. Here's how to protect yourself. First, Google put out a free guide, and in that guide, they say they're never going to call, and if they send you a notification, it has to be from noreply@accounts.gmail.com. It also says that all genuine security alerts from Google are listed on the security page of your Google account. Go to myaccount.google.com and then hit the security tab, and then go into recent security activity. Before we continue, be sure to hit that follow button. And if you ever receive a message claiming to be a security alert from Google that is not in there, the message was not sent by Google. Now, if you see any unfamiliar activity, change your password immediately. If you want this Google guide, make sure you're signed up for my free weekly newsletter because I will be sending it out. Comment newsletter below and I'll send you the link. And honestly, the best thing to do in my opinion is do the security checkup. You can find this going to this link right here and then go through every single one of these areas. I strongly recommend you review your devices and then review the sign-in and recovery options, set up 2-factor authentication, and then review which third parties have connections to your Gmail. Now, if you want these links and all these tips, make sure you're part of my free newsletter community. Comment newsletter below and I'll send you the link. Now, if you follow my cybersecurity goal account, you'll see so many videos on simple ways to keep yourself and your family safe. Stay safe out there.
Emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia.
The main Russian issue. Here will be a meeting between Putin and Trump, and they may reach a deal.
See, this is a tragic emergency, and it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia. And I'm going to Russia. Russia.
You know, Putin said Donald Trump is a genius. Putin called me a genius, by the way. Vladimir Putin said Donald Trump is a genius. Putin said Donald Trump's a genius. Then Putin said Donald Trump is a genius.
Did you hear about the fast food theory? No. So a lot of people go missing, including kids, right? Mm-hmm. Can you tell me why, when they test fast food, there's human DNA that's found positive? Now you can say there's hair follicles, there's people preparing it. Okay, fine. So you have McDonald's, which is their slogan is what? Billions and billions served. How many cows are there to go around? Including other restaurants that serve beef, obviously. The numbers don't add up. So what are we eating? Even Putin said this. He was like, hey, you guys are actually eating people and you don't even know it. It makes total sense when you just add up the numbers.
It's crazy at this point. I don't even think people even care anymore. Shout out to Maverick Approach. That's the most horrifying fast food theory.
Alright, this video and this video alone completely disproves the mainstream narrative of these buildings being built by hammer and chisel. Look at this. These are hollow. This is inside of an ancient Indian temple. These are completely hollow, guys. How would you hammer and chisel this out? How would you do that? Not possible. Clearly not possible. This is highly advanced technology. They don't want us to know about our real ancient history, our real past. They want to keep you dumb and ignorant to the truth, to the real origins of humanity. All you have to do is open your eyes, look at life with a new lens, and understand this is not possible with a hammer and chisel. Frankly, it's disrespectful to even say that these people were primitive and that they used hammer and chisel. Clearly, they were highly, highly advanced. They had sophisticated technology that was able to carve out these intricate designs. In my opinion, from the research that I've done, it's highly sophisticated laser technology or directed energy technology that these people used to design all of their temples, all of these ancient buildings. And that's why you see it so perfect, so precise, because they knew about the real secrets of this universe, the things that are hidden from us on purpose. You need to look within for the real answers. Peace and love.
Turmeric was made to hide the truth about ginger. Ginger is the original turmeric. Turmeric is a GMO. Human body is nature. GMOs like turmeric is not nature, therefore your body will not recognize it. Body only recognizes food that is produced by the earth. Every time you eat something unnatural, it causes inflammation within the body, which then weakens the organs over time. Food is specifically designed to look like the body parts it's beneficial for. This is for the stomach. Raspberries is for the blood, this is why it's red. Blueberries is for the eyes, ears is for mushrooms, tomatoes for the heart, grapes is for the lungs, and walnuts for the brain. Your body does not recognize any of these foods because they are GMO, they're not good for you. Did you know cans are laced with a BPA plastic lining? Fragrance can be up to 10,000 toxic synthetic chemicals. Plastic chopping boards put plastic in your food. And non-stick pans are coated with Teflon, which is a lifelong chemical. Toilet paper uses chlorine to bleach the paper. You could eat the most healthiest diet in the world, but if you think and feel negative, this destroys your health. The body follows the mind. The mind is the root cause of all reality. You can think your way into illness. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Protect your mind at all costs because your life is an externalization of your mind. I've had many questions about Shilajit. I personally do not take it. If you want to learn more about health and wonder what this book is called, it's called The Human Health Guide. You can get the PDF in my bio.
That's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed the deep dive. If you like this video, please consider to like and subscribe. Shout outs to all the reactors. Thanks again. Till next time.